Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a read for you about somebody that feels they let you down in some way. Have the Seven of Pentacles is in reverse, and this is about investing, or I feel like reliability. If you were there for me during a difficult time, and then I wasn't there for you, that's kind of what it feels like. And with the Page of Cups, desire to apologize and see if there's a way to get back to temperance or peace and happiness, right? So I do feel like we've got some accountability coming from a person that may kind of surprise you with their willingness to be a little bit like more self-aware or willing to admit that your perspective needed to be considered more than it was. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a good day so far. Hello. Oh gosh. Is it Paula? Or was this the one where I was told it was Raula? I can't remember. Good morning. Or hello. Hello, Empress. How are you doing? Hello, Seth. Yay, it is the one with the R. Thank you so much for teaching me that. If you would like a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. We're going to start off with the Tattoo Tarot. Going from like one of the smallest decks that I have to one of the biggest. Granted, I have these little guys too. Little itty bitties. Hello, Key Controller. How are we doing today? Hello, Julia. Hello, Corey. How are you? So we've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. I feel like we've got someone that has previously not done really fabulous job of listening to their intuition. They may have had a reputation for being a little bit stubborn. They may have been maybe overly defensive, but this is somebody who sees that there's an opportunity for them to approach this with a bit of a softer touch, or be a little bit more considerate of your feelings. And they do feel that you are worth that, right? It kind of feels like they look at it as I have to let go of some of my ego or my pride, but this person is worth more to me than that, right? You're a L'Oreal commercial because you're worth it. We've got the Hanged Man in the reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Knight of Swords. I know that I need to make a sacrifice with the Hanged Man in the reverse. I know that I can't, leave it as a stalemate anymore. It's taking too much time. So they don't want to just sit around and wait for things to get better. They know they're the ones that need to initiate some kind of conversation. And perhaps if they don't, they may not talk to you again. So the Ace of Pentacles could be an opportunity for this person that they decide impulsively to take advantage of. Or it could just be, something reminds them of you and they decide, that's it. I'm going to give them a call. I'm going to send them a message. Hello, Dwayne. How are you doing? I love it, Empress. Also, fair warning for all of you. I watched, most of, but not all of, because I got tired. Monty Python last night. So if I make ridiculous jokes about the knights who say knee or like coconuts, you know why. I can't believe it's 50 years old. That's crazy. So we've got the Eight of Swords in the reverse, the Empress in the reverse, and the Moon in the reverse. I mean, I don't mind seeing the Eight of Swords in the reverse. That's where I would rather see it. And it makes a lot of sense because it's clarifying the Nine of Pentacles. Remember, I said that was about somebody finally paying attention to their intuition. This means they've been able to free themselves from some sort of mental prison where they didn't know how they could get through. They didn't know how they were going to cross that bridge without the night coming at them. They had to see that there was a way for them to actually pursue what they want or have this conversation. They had to broaden their horizons a little bit. And I do feel like that has to do with their empathy or their compassion. With the Empress in the reverse, it's I shouldn't have told you guys this. There's so many quotes going through my head right now, and I don't want to go in a quote. It's definitely one of them. I've got 9 pence. Sorry. They had to let go of the fear or the pride that prevented them from being able to consider your perspective, that prevented them from being a bit more compassionate towards your needs. And now that they've seen they were maybe not very fair to you, now that they've had some time, I feel like this was at least a month ago. Now that they've had some time to think about how they treated you, they're not as willing to defend their actions. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups in the reverse. Where'd you go? Oh no. Hold on, I have to try to use the mirror to figure it out. I got it! And the 6 of Pentacles. Wow, that's interesting. So notice that we've got a 10 in the upright, the 10 of Pentacles, a 10 in the reverse, the 10 of Cups is in the middle. And then this 6 of Pentacles almost mimics the same up and down, right? As far as there's a switch here. I feel like when you think about the long term, when you think about what really matters to you, when you think about where you want to be in 10 years or who you want in your life, then it enables you to sometimes do the unthinkable or take things in a different approach, right? If I am realistic, I would be really unhappy if I don't get to be talking to you or have you in my life in 5 years. So what is the cost really that I'm worried about in terms of setting aside my pride, apologizing for, what I said or how I handled the situation? Maybe it really is worth that price, right? 9 pence. Sorry, guys. Actually, not really. If you don't like Monty Python, I don't know if we'd get along. I really like that highbrow humor, I'm really classy. Hello, Ralph. Good morning. How are we doing? What's up, bump face? Oh, Lord. So we've got hamster wheel in the reverse and entrapment. That's interesting because this says entrapment. I don't know why I want to add a second M in this word all the time. It says money in the middle of those 3 words. And this is basically implying somebody is not worried about money, right? I'm starting to think this person who feels like they were not there for you, they're starting to realize that you asked for help when it's not easy for you to ask for help. This feels to me like somebody who might want to give you something or make your financial stresses go away. We did have the 10 of Pentacles. We did have the 6 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. For some of you, this could be like a parent who is not there, who wants to be there for you, especially if you're about to have a child of your own. This could also be for many of you an ex that was not helpful or a part of, raising a child who now, a couple of years later or several years later, they want to make up for this, either to the other parent or to the child. But I feel like there's money involved here. I wasn't there for you. I didn't do right by my obligations. I've got to do something to make up for that if I can, right? Did I actually say hi to you, Jamie, or did I just laugh at your comment? We've got desire and sold in the reverse. Yeah, this looks to me like we have some separation that is impacting or did impact a family, right? 10 of Pentacles in the upright, 10 of Cups in the reverse. We could have somebody that left a partner and the child they had with them because they were attracted to somebody else or felt like they would be happier in a different relationship. But with it being the desire card, this is not a very fulfilling connection. This would have been, I think, kind of a disappointment. You know, I left something meaningful. I left my family or I abandoned my responsibilities because somebody looked good in a pair of jeans. Do you bring anything else to the table? No, just that. Okay. I don't know that they had like an emotional connection here. We've got single in the reverse and pressure cooker. Yeah, this looks to me like we've got somebody who was in a committed relationship and probably could have had a child, didn't have to, but they didn't respect those vows or they didn't deny themselves some sort of temptation. For some of you, this is about a child that was had out of wedlock, right? Maybe I was already, like I had my family and I can't be there for this child that, you know, I had, even though I was married. But with the pressure cooker, there's something that's changed. There's something that makes this person feel like they have to do right by this obligation or they have to have this conversation with someone they feel like they've really disappointed. We have the drama queen, not surprising, who is thirsty and causing chaos. And she's come out with the poison card, toxic, unhealthy behaviors and people. So there is in this little group of people, somebody who is pretty much notorious for starting drama. This could be the person who wanted to you know, date somebody who was already in a relationship or already had a family with somebody. And it could also indicate that we have somebody that was fearful to do right by this situation because they didn't know how the drama queen would act. If I do something that upsets this drama queen, will, you know, that person take it out on everyone? Remember that drama queen doesn't have to be a female. That's just the term, right? I don't know. Do you guys say drama king? I don't really. Hello, Justin. How are you doing? What's up, Redbeard? How's your day? Yeah, I feel that, Jamie. Sometimes it's just one of those days where lurking's better. Hello, Andy. How are you doing? So we've got death and 5 of cups. I ended something because I was being selfish. I got defensive or I justified my actions because I felt entitled to what I wanted, right? This is the person who stepped out. This is the person who did not do right by their obligations. I regret that. I wish I had done what I was supposed to do, or I wish I had ignored this temptation and focused on the things that were really important. 7 of Swords in the reverse and the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. The truth is, I was so focused on short-term gratification that I lost sight of what kind of impact that could have to the things I wanted long-term. And I lost the things that I wanted long-term. I really feel like there's someone here who has lost close connection to a child or a partner because they were being selfish. Probably both, but it could be just one. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and the 10 of Cups. Yeah, that makes sense. So because I was being selfish, because it wasn't enough for me that, I had this happy relationship, I stepped out, I pursued someone else. And as a result, I've lost that 10 of cups. I've lost that companion, that person that I had chosen. What's the saying that I've heard? Why would you stop for French fries when you have mashed potatoes at home? So maybe that resonates for someone out there. Hello, Cecil. How are you doing? Hello, Yoga. What's going on? Hello, Ground Zero. How are you doing? So then we've got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and one of my favorite cards in this deck, the Temperance. Part man, part woman, all angel. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. So the problem is this person has felt divided, okay? We're going to call them the Nine of Pentacles. Just because I really don't like calling anyone death. I feel like that's just really Brad Pitt in that one movie. This is somebody who has realized that they made a bad judgment call. They decided to do something and they shouldn't have. And they had that moment where they had the angel on one side and the devil on the other. And guess which one they listened to? Red Bear, really? You asking me why it still looks like Halloween in my room? Have you learned nothing about me? You can't even see the mermaid skeleton hanging from my lamp over there. Or the sign on my wall that says, "The witch is in." I can also flip the sign so it says out, but, I don't really have anyone I need to tell that I'm not here. It's always Halloween for me. This is like low key. There'd be a lot more. 8 of Cups. And the 7 of Wands in the reverse. I walked away because I thought I could come back. And when I came back, I found that you had walked away. I thought I could throw a stink. I thought I could pretend I did nothing wrong. I thought I could minimize what I'd done. Accountability was really not this person's strong suit, okay? And they really had to think about how mentally they had refused to accept that they did something to you that if you had done to them, they would be livid about. If you do that, well, how would I feel if someone did this to me? That's pretty helpful. It doesn't always guarantee you're going to get the right answer. But it's like this person was being myopic. They didn't want to see that what they were doing was not a good thing. Tower in the reverse and the King of Swords. This could be someone who's quite used to being right, even if they're not right, if you know what I mean. But the Tower in the reverse shows that when they lost this relationship, whether it be the romantic or a family connection or both, this loss put them in a headspace where they could finally, have, I guess, easier access to that reality check. Hey, guess what? Now that you don't have those people that you really like or that you really love, the people that are really important to you, now that you realize you gave that up for somebody who was toxic, how does that make you feel? Like this person had to be honest with themselves eventually, but it may have taken them a while to see that this person that they were attracted to physically might have been not so great on the inside. Because there was something here that I feel this 9 of Pentacles learned that made them, I don't know how to describe this. It's like a cold shudder, like, oh, when they realized who they'd actually chosen or who they'd actually started to, hang out with. This is somebody that is cold-hearted. they can do things without feeling bad about it. And it's like the universe is making this Nine of Pentacles see you are, well, half and half, right? In terms of half good, half tempted, okay? And you've chosen the temptation. And that is the part of you that is heartless, the part of you that doesn't care if you hurt people. And when you're surrounded by that all the time, you start to realize just how much you appreciate the people who are considerate, and how maybe you don't want to be surrounded by that heartless energy. So this King of Swords may have felt justified. They may have felt like they could, sidestep accountability, but more and more circumstances are showing them just how wrong they were. This is the Poe Tarot. I don't read it in the reverse, by the way. The Magician. But the raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did outpour. And I'm sure you know what that word is, but in case you don't, it's nevermore. They realize now that they have thrown away a pretty beautiful connection with somebody who genuinely cared about them for someone who doesn't care about them. And after losing this other partner and choosing the drama queen, the King of Swords is now realizing just how much they care about that person they've lost or the family they've lost. I loved her with a love more fervent than I had believed it possible to feel for any denizen of earth. And the Knight of Candles, or the Knight of Wands. But lo, a stir is in the air. The wave, there's a movement there. This is somebody who's realizing I've, made a pretty bad decision. I don't know that I can really salvage what has been lost, but I shouldn't just sit here and do nothing. And I don't think I really want to continue to hang out with this drama queen. So maybe I need to do something different. Maybe I need to change things up a little bit. Hello, Jasmine. How are you doing? Oh, I like that, Ralph. What's meant for us will never pass us by. Number 35, which is the Anchor. This talks about stability. Number 30, the Lily. This talks about serenity, peace. Sometimes it's easy for people to choose the more passionate connection because, I don't know, maybe like Netflix just doesn't have the drama you're looking for, so you need to have it in your relationship. I don't really get it. But it feels like this King of Swords or the Nine of Pentacles energy is looking at this drama queen that they had chosen over this person they had been in a relationship with and realizing how foolish it was, because this was like a firework. It was brilliant, but it fizzled out real quick and they don't like this person anymore. They're thinking about how even though it may have been a smidge boring or not the most exciting of connections, that having that person to come home to that genuinely cares about you, asks you about your day and actually listens to it, does nice little things for you, that's what matters to them. It's great. You look nice in a pair of jeans, but you're also super toxic. So I don't think I want to deal with that anymore. I sacrificed something great for your toxic energy. Hashtag regret, I guess, is where they're at. So with the Tower in the reverse, we have a change in perspective. I need to apologize to this person who brought out the better side in me and tell them that I regret choosing the person that brought out the, kind of heartless side of me. Hello, Chandler. How's it going? We've got the Magician and the Ace of Pentacles. So remember, we had the Magician over here from the Poe Tarot. Interesting that we have them as the first card for both of these. There's a sense of empowerment and courage that this King of Swords, Nine of Pentacles is feeling. they have some opportunity. With that Knight of Candles, there's like movement, right? I can say something or I can do something. I can apologize for my actions. I can do something to be kind. I can be there for somebody, even though I know I've disappointed them in the past. I do feel like for many of you, if you have a child with this person, the Knight of Pentacles, they could be offering you something to ease your financial struggles. They could be apologizing for the past and offering, to be there for the future, but also kind of accepting of, if you don't see yourself ever trusting me again, that's fine. I still want to do something to be kind to you because I realize now what I lost. The Queen of Cups is the person that has, that they feel they owe the apology to, right? We have the Six of Wands, and I feel like this is about, if I made things difficult for you because I chose someone else, if you had to spend more money, if you had to take care of a kid without me, I should set you up now, right? I let you down back then, but I'm going to make it easier for you now. We have Temperance in the reverse, Judgment in the reverse. There's a lot of Sagittarius energy, so it's worth calling that out because we did have Temperance from 3 decks come out. And Judgment in the reverse. I know that my decision, my mistake, caused you problems. I know that I wasn't there for you, and it probably, turned your world upside down. And I'm really sorry about that. I should have thought about what I was actually doing instead of being so selfish. Yeah, 9 of Cups in the reverse. Selfish. I didn't understand what I had until I lost it. They're going to do something to show you that they still love you, even though they feel it's too late. I really feel it's something that makes your life easier in terms of expenses you have, a place to stay, maybe you need a new TV or something. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna fix your car. I know that I wasn't able to understand what I put you through back then, but now I understand that my mistake caused you a bunch of pain. What can I do? I've got to do something to help you right now. Here's some money. Here's, that thing you need. This is the Morgan Greer. That's true. Sorry doesn't mean anything unless there's behavior to back it up. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. 10 of Cups. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. I decided to get involved with someone else. I ruined this 10 of Cups, but I still feel this 10 of Cups for you. I still want to have this home. I'm going to come back around and do something nice for you. I don't know if I can get that 10 of Cups back. I don't know if we can ever have that companionship again, but I at least want to do something to help you with any lack you might be feeling. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse can be someone who comes back around, but it can also be something that helps you in terms of feeling like you don't have enough. Chariot and the 2 of Wands. This is someone who's made plans, and I feel like they've already started to do something. So if it's, I wasn't there for you, and I know that that was a big impact on you and a child, so I've set up a trust, or I've paid for their education, or I, set up their whatever, right? They've taken action on something, signed on the dotted line for something, because they know there's a chance that you may not accept it. High Priestess in the reverse. You may be really independent. Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, but I feel the universe wants you to have this as well. You're supposed to get this little influx or like windfall. So that's up to you. Everyone's got free will. You know, we do have to be cautious about what gifts we accept. But especially if this is meant for a child, I do feel like it helps the child. Three of Wands in the reverse, Five of Swords in the reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles. I'm paying closer attention to my intuition. I realize I need to make things right. I didn't do what I should have been doing. I wasn't there for you. So again, with the Six of Pentacles, I've got to give you something. I got to do something for you. Knight of Rods or Knight of Wands in the reverse, and the Two of Cups in the reverse. They're also going to tell you that they have ended things with this drama queen, the person who is toxic, who was apparently looking great in jeans. They're done with that person. Things got crazy. Things got out of hand. They didn't really have that emotional bond. It was more about the excitement of it, right? This is the Kipper. We have number 16, Thoughts and Pathway. They think quite frequently about the path not chosen. What would have happened if I had denied this drama queen? What would have happened if I had stayed with this person, this Queen of Cups that I love? How would things have gone? Where would I be? I'd be happier. But instead, I chose the drama queen. Instead, I chose the person who kind of led to the implosion of my personal life. I lost the person who was true to me for somebody who could never be true to me. So they're in despair. And they really do feel like there's no chance they'll ever be able to be with this Queen of Cups anymore. I know that I ruined it. I know you can't trust me anymore. I know that you would probably never, love me again. This is the Hidden Truth Oracle. Hello, Maribel. How are you doing? Hello, Darth. How's your day? I hid who I really am from you. I want you. I regret lying to you. Finding out the truth crushed me. When they realized that this was the real love right here. They ruined the good relationship for one that wasn't a real relationship. I wonder if you are happy without me. You and I were too young, and I will wait for a sign from you. They're still hopeful that there's a chance at some point to reconcile, but I feel like, I know that I crossed the line with you. I think they're hesitant to even ask if there's a way to be with you again. I know you're still mad at me, but maybe someday. This is the Voyage of the Soul. I would think this person's going through some sort of awakening, because they are, a little bit more honest with themselves about the damage they caused by being selfish. We've got the universe, God, source, intelligence, prayers, support, and divine. Or sorry, it says above. I wonder why I said divine. Futuristic, visions, innovative, crafty, plans, and trendsetter. We have that Two of Wands. They're making plans, long-term plans. I know you may not want to be with me again. I know I may not be accepted as part of the family, but I'm going to do something to make your lives easier or make your life easier. So, I think this person is genuine in terms of wanting to be a better person. but also being realistic that, sometimes you've gone too far and you can't really rebuild that trust, at least not overnight, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you everyone for the likes and the subscribes, and hopefully I get to see you on the next reading. Toodles.